Hi, it's Stacy. I just wanted to introduce myself and tell you a little bit about my low carb lifestyle. I at one time weighed 398.6 pounds. That was about 8 years ago. And I had had some blood clots and some other health issues, and I had to quit work for a while. And so I gained a lot of weight. Just about 60 pounds, which is a lot to a lot of people. And that happened after I had to quit work. But I had also started a new medication that was an antidepressant that was supposed to cause weight gain, so that may have been part of it as well. But I was already overweight. I was already well over 300 pounds before I started to gain. I have been overweight since I was very little. I was in the, probably 200s by the time that I was in 5th grade. So I was obese through middle school and high school. I think I hit a high of about 280 pounds in high school. And I was made fun of and all that, that you expect to happen to an overweight child. And I decided at the age of 21 that I was going to try to lose weight. I lost 80 pounds doing Weight Watchers after I gave birth to my son. And then after about a year, I started to slowly regain the weight because I stopped being mindful of what I was putting into my body. That happens a lot, doesn't it? And I went several years not even trying. I just ate whatever I wanted whenever I felt like it. And I slowly gained weight, got up to about 330 to 340 pounds, hung around there for quite a while. And then I had the health issues and gained even more weight. And that took me to a point where I just knew that I had to get everything under control. So I started a low carb ketogenic diet in 2017. And when I started the ketogenic diet, I weighed 378 pounds, I believe. My highest was just shy of 400 pounds. But at 378 pounds, I started low carb. I followed Atkins induction for the first probably month, and then I did just phase 1 where you add back in nuts and some berries and some other things like that. Now I ended up losing 150 pounds in a little over 15 months, I think. I stuck very, very strictly to the low carb diet. I pretty much stayed following phase 1 of Atkins. I stayed in ketosis, which is what made it a ketogenic diet. I watched my calories for the most part, especially after the first month. For the first 2 or 3 weeks, I didn't watch calories as much. I just really paid attention to my carb intake, and I did count net carbs, which is the total carbs in an item, and has the fiber and sugar alcohol subtracted. I lost, I think, about 30 pounds the first month, but you really lose a lot of water weight because whenever you have glucose in your body, your cells hold on to fluid. So whenever you deplete the glucose from your body releases all that extra fluid that it was holding on to. So most people lose 8 to 20 pounds just in the first few weeks of following a low carb diet. And I followed it very, very strictly. I did not go over 30 net grams of carbs pretty much the whole time. I never had a cheat day. I never did anything that went against the plan. I did really, really good and lost a lot of weight, but it was very strict and it was not sustainable. And I think that a lot of people struggle with that, you know. It is difficult to stick to an eating program that's that strict. And it has to be a lifestyle. It has to be something that you can maintain, that, you know, you can keep up with for the rest of your life. A diet is going to help you lose weight, yes, but then it'll come right back if you don't make it something that is part of your life for life. And that's what happened to me. Both times that I was successful at losing weight, I regained because it wasn't sustainable. So this time, I am having to work on relosing 100 pounds that I had gained back. I had gotten down to 223 pounds as of February of 2019, and I decided I had had enough of the super strict eating and I wanted to have an ice cream cone or a burrito every once in a while. And I did okay maintaining my weight for a few months, but then I stopped being mindful of what I was putting into my body. I started eating more garbage, and the weight just came back on. So I went from 223 to 331 pounds in a little less than 2 years. By Christmas Day of 2020, I was back up to 331. So I went back on low carb. I did the Atkins induction for the first month and then phase 1 from there until April of this year. And I had gone from the 331 pounds to 270. I was doing really well. And then I had a cheat day. I thought to myself that, yes, I'm strong enough. I need to make this sustainable. I need to do this. I need to do that, which was all what people call reasons, but they are excuses. And I fell off the wagon. And here I am. What is it? April, May, June. A little over 3 months later, I haven't lost anything else. I've actually gained. And I have, for the most part, stuck to low carb, but I have a cheat day every once in a while, and those cheat days are just doing me in. So, it does have to be something you can sustain, as I said, and it's difficult to find that sweet spot for ourselves where we are satisfied and we know that we can maintain our way of eating. So I'm trying to find that, and but I'm a food addict. I mean, I have been diagnosed as being addicted to food. It's like a drug for me, I guess. I get anxious, I get nervous if I don't eat, and then after I eat, I feel better. And I binge sometimes. And even though I have stuck to low carb, I will really overeat low carb foods. I'll have days where I'll just snack all day. And it doesn't really look like I'm eating a lot of food, but I'll eat really calorie dense, high fat food. And so I'll end up getting, 2,000, 3,000 calories in a day. And I might do that for several days in a row. And if you eat enough low carb food, your amount of carbs for the day will end up being enough that it'll knock you out of ketosis. So I'm struggling with that this time. I am struggling with finding my sweet spot, with not, feeling that I am missing out on something, but at the same time, I need to get my head on straight and realize that, the calorie intake really does matter. It's not just, sitting and eating bacon and eating, pork chops and cheese and butter all day. You really do have to count calories, especially some people. I mean, some people are able to eat whatever and, as long as it's low carb and they lose. But, maybe their metabolism is different, or maybe they just don't eat as much as I could, put away sometimes. So I am making these videos just to try to hold myself accountable, make me more mindful of what I'm putting into my body, try to help other people who are struggling with the same thing, because I'm highly motivated by watching other people who are doing the same thing and are able to do it. I like hearing people's success stories. I like seeing people be successful. I like to see people set a goal and hit it. And I struggle with doing that, but I would like to do it. So I am making videos to help me maybe help somebody else and help myself in the process. So I am looking forward to hearing about all of your successes and your struggles, maybe helping you if I can. We can struggle together. You know, this is not something that we have to do alone. It can be difficult. I've looked through YouTube. I have looked through Facebook trying to find people who are actively trying to lose weight. You know, there's so many people who are so close to their goal and they are recording, you know, but they didn't show themselves being overweight, especially severely morbidly obese like I am, who are telling their story as they are on that journey. There's a lot of people who have already lost the weight who are then coming on trying to maintain. And I'm telling y'all, it is difficult to maintain weight loss. It really is. I mean, I almost think it is more difficult to maintain the loss than it is to lose it. So we really need to stick together and help each other as much as possible. I don't ever want to hit 400 pounds. I don't ever want to get 2 pounds away from 400 pounds again. I don't want to weigh 300 pounds again. And I really want to get below 200 pounds and stay there. And I know that I can do it if I just, set my mind to it and, really get motivated. So I'm just hoping that we can help each other, that I can motivate some of you, cheer you on, try to, give you some tips, show you that other people are struggling too. I like to see, what people do to solve some of their problems. I like to see, people, share what they have found out, what has helped them, what is helping them, what kind of really great, new foods they have found, new recipes that they found, just all kinds of things. I'm a country girl. I am through and through. And, I live in the South and, I love to eat, food is a big part of Southern living. It just is, and, I'm just learning how to survive, how to eat to live, not live to eat. So I look forward to making these videos and am hoping that they will be motivational. So I hope everyone is, having a great holiday. The 4th of July just passed, and I hope that everyone was, safe and had a great time and was able to just celebrate. And if you live in a place where you don't celebrate Independence Day, then I still hope you had a great weekend. So you all have a wonderful week and take care. I'll talk to you soon.